Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Taking a look at the coin market cap here. In order to get this spreadsheet of all the coins, you can just simply type in coin market cap on Google and then type in all views, all to get both the 1 hour, 24 hour, and 7 day. So basically, over the past, I guess you could say 24 hours, Bitcoin's been up around 1.84%. Ethereum's been outperforming that at 8.32%. Binance Coin or BNB is up about 1%. Uniswap doing extremely well, up 8.67%. And we can see Cardano. It's been on, I guess, a lot of people's minds recently. It is currently down about 0.37%. Finally, might be a good idea to pick up some of this now that we've had a slight correction in it. After that recent hype, I think it went up to like $1. Like 25 or maybe a little bit lower than that. But anyway, big hype around that. Now it's calmed down a bit, so it might be a good idea to pick up some of that. But overall, take a look at Bitcoin. Essentially, it looks like Bitcoin is basically just moving sideways. If you look at this, I mean, basically we have, basically just we're just going sideways. Sorry, let me delete a few lines here. We'll keep that one, clear up some space. But basically, yeah, Bitcoin's just going in between support and resistance. Essentially we're finding, basically it's just going sideways. We could look at this as potentially another pattern as well, but essentially we have a high up here and a higher high. We have, I guess, lows, technically low, lower low, lower low. And then if we're looking at the bottom, technically a higher low and a higher low compared to this low down here. It's basically just consolidating, going sideways. If we want to look at this differently, we can potentially be in a rising wedge, actually. Let me draw it here for you guys. Potentially. We really just need to wait for price action to mature a little bit because we don't know what's really going on. Could potentially be in a rising wedge. But of course, if this breaks down like that, then it's basically invalidated and we would not be in a rising wedge. Which is really why I don't trade too much because it's just too unpredictable. It's really why I just hold on for the long term and see what happens. But basically, you got a high there, a higher there, or higher high there. I would expect us to, roughly hit up here if this rising wedge was to continue. So maybe we'll see some downwards action, get bounced back up, something like that potentially. We'll see what happens. That's basically it for Bitcoin. What I wanted to talk about a little bit today was Bitcoin's and the stock market's correlation with the US dollar, or the DXY, or DXY as some people say. So basically, the DXY, or the US dollar currency index, basically has been, overall, it's been roughly in, I guess you can say, a downtrend. Okay, we'll look at the monthly. This goes back, dozens of years. So back to like 2000 and, basically chart started in 1986. So in general, if you're looking at the overall trend, this is technically down, and essentially we found support down here. So basically, when you look at the DXY and you look at Bitcoin and the stocks, basically they're inverse. So as the DXY goes down, as we can see here, and here actually, the value of Bitcoin in stocks and cryptocurrencies. So basically the value of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and stocks will increase, or they'll go up. As the DXY, or the US dollar, increases in value, basically, or as it goes up, this is bad for Bitcoin and bad for stocks. it basically you'll see Bitcoin and stocks falling in value. So basically, you can say, hey, these are Bitcoin bull markets, Bitcoin bear markets, and Bitcoin bull markets. So like I said, as the DXY goes down, Bitcoin goes up, as well as stocks go up. And then when the DXY goes up, Bitcoin will go down, and stocks will go down as well, in general. Currently, right now, we are, I'm really watching the DXY, which is previously why I sold some Bitcoin earlier. But I, of course, am extremely bullish on Bitcoin long term. I just want to take some profits. But anyway, we're finding support here. Bounced off. A little bit of support there. Eventually, of course, broke through it. And then had this rally, multi-year rally. Of course, bear market for Bitcoin. And now we essentially have tested it once again, broke through it, retesting resistance. And now, if you take a look, we are, basically, currently going through it, but you can see this wick, and we're finding resistance right here, so we can expect this to potentially go down a little bit more. But overall, big picture, I'm watching this very carefully, because if the DXY starts to rally, or the US dollar index starts to rally, if we get a rally, this is not good for Bitcoin and for stocks. So I'm watching this very carefully. I'm mostly sitting on the sidelines right now because I just don't know what's going to happen. Of course, I'm praying that this will basically turn back around and go lower, or at least turn sideways. I don't care if it goes sideways and up and whatnot. But I'm hoping it doesn't basically break above this line that I've drawn. Because if it does, Bitcoin's going to go into roughly a bear market. So definitely something I want to keep an eye out on. And yeah, it's pretty much it, guys. I'm just going to make a short video explaining that. Yeah, Bitcoin's looking strong overall, of course, just because the DXY has. If you look at it over like the past 4 hours, of course, it only trades Monday through Friday, like basically roughly 8 to 5 p.m. So you're not going to see any price action on the weekends. But yeah, it basically looks like it's topping out a little bit. I could expect this to come back down a little bit, which means Bitcoin may rally a little bit over the weekend and maybe early next week. But we'll just have to see what happens. Come Monday, we'll have to watch the DXY, see what happens. If it's going to continue to rally, of course, Bitcoin's going to go down. So we'll see what happens. Really interesting. Just another thing to look at overall for the broad market. But that's pretty much it, guys. I've been buying a few altcoins and doing pretty well on them, actually, just in the past week or so. Like Ethereum, I picked up some more Ethereum, and it's already up like 8% over the past 24 hours, which is just ridiculous compared to other markets. So going to be holding on to that and then potentially letting go of that later, just depending on what the DXY does. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you like this content, just leave me a like down below, comment, subscribe, and give me some of your feedback. Let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. That's pretty much it. Hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.